Hey y'all, it's me again, the Rock Doctor, coming at you live with another installment of Easy Rock Songs for Beginners. Today I was going to pull some Slash out of the vault. Let's do Slither by Velvet Revolver. The tune sounds pretty hard, obviously, because Slash is playing on it, but it's really not. The main thing here is we've got a drop D tuning. Let me click over to clean. So it's standard tuning, but the low E string, the 6th string is tuned down to a D. So what do I have there? Check it out. D. Then the A string is still A. The D string is still D. The G string is still G. The B string is still B. And the high E string is still E. But what's the benefit of that? You get these awesome one-finger power chords happening on the E and the A strings. That's what happens. Yeah, one finger. Okay. Now, let me start with the intro. The first part of the intro. Here's what I'm doing. It may not be exact, but this is what I do. I always play this in a 3-piece power trio. So I'm playing some octaves here, and it outlines the chords that are happening in the background. Let me just play. Okay, here's what I have. Check it out. Okay, now I have an answer to that too, but let me just say what I did there. The first set of octaves was a D. I've got my index finger on the A string 5. My ring finger is on the G string 7. The D string gets muted by your index finger. So you strum that and let it ring out for a couple of measures. There's a D chord underneath. Okay? Then I hit that and slide to the 3rd fret to the C position. Then I hit it again and slide to the 2nd fret. That's the B octave. Then I slide it back up. I hit it again and slide it up to 5. Now after that, the next section is still octaves, and I'm just going to strip it down. Here's what I play. I'm going to leave out the delay repeats. Here's the part that answers it. It answers the initial part. We're still using octaves. And here we go. And I left out the delay repeats there, but I'm just playing the basic notes. If you see a little bit of reverb, it still sounds pretty good. Now what was that? I used the D octave there, where my index finger's on the A string 5, my ring finger's on the G string 7. So I went from 5, same 2 strings, I move up to 8, then I move up to 10, then I did 5, 8, 5, then I did it again. 5, 8, 10, 5, 8, 10. And one more time if I play it correctly. Just don't forget to mute out the D string. All right, now here comes the main riff. This happens throughout the verse. Really, this is the verse. During the intro, it's played wide open, no muting at all. Here it is. There's actually 4 of these in a row. I only played 3 of them. The reason being, what I do is I slip out of that and I play the same line on the D string by itself. I'll talk about both of those right now. So here is the riff. It's on the top 2 strings. It starts out with 0-3-4, then 0-6-7, then 0-10, then 0-6-7, then 0-5, then 0-3-4. So then you end up with this. He does 3 of those, and then I answer it back on the D string. And here I played the same thing basically, but check it out. On the D string, I played this: 0, 3, 4, 0, 6, 7, 0, 10, 0, 6, 7, 0, 5, 0, 3. Vibrato. Like that, I put one of those at the end, so you have a total of 4. That's the intro when you play the riff. During the verse, you do the same thing, really, exactly the same thing, but you palm mute. So let me just do that. So there's basically 4 of these. Again, I play 3 and I answer back with that single note riff. So let me just play it. Same stuff. The only other issue I have there during the verse is I don't mute the final 2 strums. Check it out. Right there, I don't mute. The last 2. Kind of accent with the entire band there. It sounds cool. All right, let's look at the pre-chorusy thing. It's just this. Open chords. I'm using a D, an open D power chord. I'm not using the high E string at all. I don't even fret it. But I am deadening that string, so check it out. Now let that ring for a piece of measure. When I strummed it, I strummed the open D, the G, and the B strings. Now I'm going to go to this C add 9, which in essence is, well, that's what I've got here. Look, I left my ring finger in place from the D chord on the 3rd fret of the B string. And I went ahead with my middle finger and fretted the 3rd fret of the A string. And I'm going to strum through that from the 5th string down to the B string, including the B string. The D string is muted out though, so you get this. Now I'm going to replace the C on the A string with a B note, which this is taking place representing a G chord here. So now I've got this. Same thing as the C. Then I go back to the D. So all told, you got this. Sometimes in the course of the song that goes once. I think between the 1st and 2nd verses it does, but later on it goes twice. No big deal. All right, let's see. Let me talk about playing that cool riff again up here in the 10th position, like this. I think I do this during the intro at the end. Yeah. So let's talk about what I did there. Same riff, really. I left out a couple little things, but here's what I had there. Playing out of the blues box. Minor pentatonic there in the 10th position. Here's what I got. Ring finger starts on the D string 10, or 12. Then I go to the G string and I play 10, 11. Then I go back up to the D string and play 12. Then I go to the B string and I play 9, 10. Then I go up to the B string 13. Then stay on the B and I'm going to play 9, 10. Then I'm going to go up to the D string and play 12. Then G string 12. Then D string 12. And then the last part is the G string 10, 11. All told, you got this. Sometimes I leave out that last note too. Sue me. Like that. Either way. But it still sounds pretty cool. What else is there? During the solo, here's what we've got here. We've got the chords D, C, G, and D. Played like this. So what did I do there? I'm using the same chords that I used in the pre-chorus. So I've got the 2-finger D there in the open position or 2nd position. So I've got the open D, I've got the 2nd fret of the A string, or 2nd fret of the G string, sorry, which is an A note, and the 3rd fret of the B string. So I strum that, I'll leave the high string alone, it's actually muted, listen. I'm kind of leaning my ring finger over to deaden it. to do there. Down, 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 up, down, down, down. And I follow that strum pattern with all the chords. The next one is that C add 9. I leave my ring finger planted on the B string 3rd fret. Add my middle finger to the 3rd fret of the A string. The D string's muted. Still the same strum though. Then I'm going to take and replace the 3rd fret note there on the A string with the 2nd fret. I'm using my index finger for it. That's a B note. And I'm going to strum that the same way, same technique. And then I go back to the D chord. And all that shit goes, excuse my French, goes twice. The only thing left, the outro, and there's one other point in the song where they do this. So let's talk about that. Okay, so on the top 2 strings, here we have those wonderful 1-finger power chords. So here's the first part. On the top 2 strings, 10, 12, open, and then 9, 10, then open, then 7, then open, 6, 7, then 5, then 3, 4. Sometimes at the very end he does that same lick, single notes. That'd be this. Let's see. So what did I do there? Let's see. I think I started on the B string. I played 13 and 15. Stay there on the B again. 12, 13. Then I stayed on the B and played 10. Stay there again. 9, 10. Then I went up to the D string 12. And then the G string 12. D string 12 again. And then G string 9, 10. All told. Sometimes I end it like that, sometimes I don't. Either way. But there's all the parts. It's not hard, and it's super fun. It sounds hard just because of the tempo, I think. But man, it's easy to rock this thing out. Just work on the parts and polish it up and play along. And if you have a bass player and a drummer, go do it. And again, the goal of every guitar player should be, really, above all else, is to get 30 or so songs down all the way through in a rudimentary way. You don't have to learn every single nuance, but be able to play the songs from start to finish without screwing up, along with the recording. Not by yourself, because if you get off on your own, you won't even know you're missing a beat or off the groove. You've got to test yourself and keep yourself honest by playing along with the recording. And, and set up a little playlist. That's what I do. I've got on my laptop here for my band, I've got my whole band set list. I've got about 100 songs, and I blast through a few every day. A set and a half, 2 sets maybe, sometimes just 1 set, sometimes only 4 or 5 because I sing too. So if my voice is kind of tired, I might only do 7 or 8, but I go through this stuff, man. You got to keep it in you. You got to keep yourself alive, and keep your spirits up. I think singing and playing is very healing. And if you're having a bad day or a bad month, it's like going fishing, I guess, but you don't have to worry about getting sunburned. But yeah, playing is very healing. If you haven't figured that out yet, you will. And so that's what I do. It's a stress reliever, and that's why I'm such a goofy son of a bitch, because I do this a lot. All right, that's enough. It's me, the Rock Doctor. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Order me a pizza, find me a bass player. A good-looking chick bass player would be pretty cool. Like Tal Wickenfield or whatever her name is. She's awesome. And, yeah, something like that. All right, I'm out of here. I love you. Bye.